I'm Todd.
And I'm his daughter Victoria.
And welcome back to our channel.
Today we're going to be showing you how to make Sicilian sweet and sour meatballs. Yum!
I know, who doesn't love a good meatball?
I know, so we'll show you the Sicilian way to prepare these really, they're so flavorful and so easy to make too, aren't they?
Right. And we showed you how to make the other meatballs with the lemon leaf, but this one is, how can you can't even, it's like apples and oranges.
I know, this one has a sauce and that one didn't, but they're both two different really unique Sicilian ways to prepare meatballs.
And both very delicious.
They are. So today we're going to show you how to do that, so let's get started.
All right, let's do it. All right, so we're going to start with our ground meat, which is a mista. It's a ground pork and beef mixture. And so we're going to start adding the ingredients one at a time. We're going to add, first of all, the eggs.
Okay.
My little assistant Vanna will help me.
Pour those in so you can just be the mixer for us today.
I know. I already washed my hands, so that's very important. If you don't like to get this in your hands or on your hands, you can wear gloves.
But we don't mind getting him dirty.
You notice I'm the one that has my hands in here.
So now we're going to add the garlic, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. And
you can put the breadcrumbs in and parsley.
Yep.
And then I'll just mix it all in.
Perfect. Gorgeous parsley right from the garden. Yum. And the breadcrumbs. And our favorite ingredient, the cheese. Don't forget the cheese.
Never forget the cheese. How can you forget the cheese?
I don't know. And now we'll let our mixer go away and do his work.
The formaggio is very important.
It is. I'll hold this still. He's a very enthusiastic mixer. When you rent your own little Sicilian mixer, make sure he's not as enthusiastic.
Well, I do have strong hands.
Yes.
So. All right, looks like it's pretty much there. So we should probably add the salt and pepper now?
We can.
All right. I'm going to stop mixing in the holding.
Pepper. I'll let you mix for a sec, then I'll add more.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're going to make our meatballs about this size so you can serve them as an appetizer with a toothpick when you have company. So you're just going to grab a little small amount of meat like this. You're just going to roll it.
So now that we have all of our beautiful meatballs done that Dad just finished rolling for us, what we're going to do now is we're going to just simply roll them in a little bit of all-purpose flour. I get the easy, clean job.
You bet you like you do.
So we're just going to roll these in a little bit of flour here. And then we are going to be searing them in a little olive oil. You don't have to worry about seasoning the flour though.
No, the meatballs are seasoned enough.
Yeah, and the sauce we're going to be making too is flavorful. So just enough to lightly coat them, so they'll just kind of look like that. Look like a powdered donut.
But don't eat them because they're raw.
That's true. They're not a powdered donut, so fight the urge. These are not munchkins, folks.
Or truffle.
Oh, yeah, that would be good.
Mm-hmm.
That's not usually white chocolate, though. That's usually dark cocoa powder.
True. Or coconut.
Oh, yeah. No, that's again a donut. Oh, they do that with that?
Yeah, they do truffles with coconut on the outside.
I guess I've been missing out all these years.
I'll make you some.
Okay. All right, so now that we have a few going, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put them in our pan. Now that we've been heating this with a little bit of olive oil, get these in here. We have that nice olive oil in there. So what we'll do is we'll let it sear on that side, and then we'll keep rotating it till they sear on all sides. And then we'll take them back out. You can see that nice crust on that one. Look at that, it looks beautiful. All right, so let's keep checking these. Once you can see they're starting to get a little browned, then you just flip it over and repeat on the next side. So you'll notice, you can tell it's about ready to flip because it'll get dark around the bottom of the pan. And that means that the flour is cooking, so you know it's ready to flip. All right, so these beautiful meatballs are finally done. So we took them all out of the pan. We're gonna let these rest and I'm gonna start making the sauce. So in this pan, this is where we just took the meatballs out of. So in this, we're gonna just add the onion directly to that. I'll let this saute for just a second and then we'll start adding our other ingredients. All right, so this has been sauteing for a couple minutes. Now we're gonna be adding green olive. I know this sounds like an odd mixture of ingredients, but you're gonna get the sweet, you're gonna get the salty, and the spicy. It's gonna be good.
Well, sweet and sour, right?
It's sweet and sour. All right, so you have this tanginess from the green olive. Just gonna stir that in here. And then we'll add our other ingredients. So now we're gonna be putting our tomato in. That lovely mixture. We also put in some raisins in here to add to that sweet factor. We have the tomato, and then we'll also be adding some tomato paste as well. Now we're going to be adding our tomato paste. Look at that beautiful color right in the pan. And we're going to let this simmer and reduce for just a couple minutes, and then we'll add the rest of our ingredients. All right, so now that this has been reducing for a few minutes, we're gonna add our other ingredients. So we have our sugar here, our chopped almonds. Again, I know it sounds like an odd combination, but it's gonna be amazing. And then we have our red wine vinegar. Pour that right in. And I'm just gonna mix this together. And once I get this all mixed, then we're gonna be adding our meatballs back in to let them finish cooking in the sauce. We're gonna be adding our meatballs back in here to let them finish cooking. All right, so now that we have these in here, I'm just gonna push them down a little bit to get them all in the sauce. Look at that, it looks so beautiful. What I'm gonna do now, I lowered the heat, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the cover on and we're gonna let these simmer, and they're gonna finish cooking the meatballs as well as it's gonna reduce the sauce beautifully.
I wish I could smell it.
Oh my word, it smells amazing.
It smells so good.
Okay, so I'm gonna put the cover on now and let them rest. Look at these beauties. So it's been cooking now for about 15 minutes. Now we're gonna take it off the heat and it's ready to eat.
So what do you think, Victoria?
I think they look and smell amazing.
I know. You know, we're holding them up like this and I can just smell this wonderful scent.
I know, because you have the tartness and the sweet. Oh, but instead of just describing it, you know, I think we should try it. Oh,
no, you notice today we're using toothpicks.
I know. Well, because this way, when you're serving it to your company, your friends and family that come, you can just have the toothpicks there, and it's, you know, a bite-sized piece.
Little aperitivo.
Yeah, exactly.
Very good.
Let's see.
Okay. Just as good as I remember.
So good.
This is a crowd pleaser.
I know. I keep wanting. Excuse me.
You just picture this with a little cocktail and.
Speaking of picturing that, we should do that. No, these are really, really good. And your friends and family will think you slaved for hours over it, and it only took a few minutes.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Not at all. And you can probably have the meatballs already prepared, ahead of time, and then you can just cook them in the sauce right before your company comes.
Actually, that's a good. Yeah, that's a good.
So pre-make the meatballs, put them in the refrigerator, get them all ready, and then cook them right before your family comes. It'll be perfect. So we're gonna enjoy these. I think.
Attempt.
I know, I lost my toothpick. And we're gonna enjoy these, and I'll put the recipe for you down below. And I'll also put a link to that and also our patron sponsorship. We just want to say thank you for that as
Yes,
well.
and thank you for our new patronage.
Yeah, our patron sponsor, Louisa.
Louisa.
Yeah, thank you so much. So we'll say ciao for now.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.
Hi, I'm Todd.
And I'm Asada Victoria.
And welcome back to our channel.
Today we're going to be making for you Sicilian sweet and sour meatballs.
Ooh, who doesn't love a good meatball?
I know, and we're going to show you how the Sicilian way to prepare it. It's really good and really easy.
I know. Now, we already showed you how to make the meatballs that were covered.
What were they? We showed you how to do the lemon meatballs. He kills me. The lemon meatballs that we wrapped in the lemon leaves that were really good. That's another Sicilian way.
We're not.